Let's see. Oh, that wasn't even on hard mode, and that was pretty decently challenging. Let's hold shift and hit normal. And we'll see if this activates arcade mode, and then we'll see how far we can get. With all of the scrolling stages back to back, what I do remember from the original Guardian Legend TGL mode, the upgrades that you got for your weapons were all based around your points. Since there was nothing to explore and find out in the wild, basically the only way to upgrade all of your gear was to rack up points for upgrades. We'll see if that's the way it works here. As a result, I'm going to want to destroy as many enemies as possible and maximize my score. Oh, okay. It does say arcade mode in the bottom. And just like before, we're at base, firepower, defense, and fire rate. So I'd be willing to bet that the upgrade system would be tied to score. And what I learned when I did the original TGL run on stream, you could basically sort of back yourself into a corner by not having powered up weapons and getting stuck on fights. So the name of the game was trying to maximize as much as possible the points in between the levels so that you could afford as many upgrades as possible and thus be in decent shape for the subsequent bosses. And I think I had to restart my run a couple times because I basically couldn't defeat a boss. I wasn't strong enough, and then we'll find out if this follows the same rules as TGL mode, where if you die once, then it ends the run, you have to start over from the beginning. If that's the case, then I'll have to think about how I want to edit all this. I guess we'll just see what happens with this first run here. Because I think it would be neat to play all the way through the game's stages again and just see if the upgrade paths are different. But we'll see how it goes. I think from what I remember in the original TGL mode, your base gun and life upgrades were also tied to your points and score. I want to say as you leveled up, your max life would go up, and you could use your points to buy things like chip max up, power your shot, I think. It's been a couple years since I played through that. I wonder if technically it'd be possible to just farm up the bullets since they keep coming infinitely, but they're not worth a whole lot. They're worth what, 20 each, it looks like. I wanted to sit here for 3 hours and do nothing but that. I wonder if you'd sort of cheese the system and gain a lot of experience. I'm not gonna do that because that's cheating, but I wonder if that's a possible completion strat for doing this. Thinking about those final cutscenes of the original playthrough, I wonder if the Xanac character art and sprite that they used for the cutscene was an original piece of artwork, or if they sort of edited an existing sprite from another game. I didn't recognize it. And shots of the Guardian talking were pretty much a redrawn version of her art from the original. You get a sort of high quality image of her without her robot gear on when you beat the game. I'm curious to see how much original assets were created for Shadow of Naju versus just being sort of repurposed from other games. Defense system. Looks like it's almost done. It's pretty easy first fight. Our first level up was at 30k. We'll just keep an eye on the next one, see if it's at a set amount or if it's at milestones in the actual score. Score earned. Time spent. Oh, interesting. So this is an actual quantified sort of report card of our progress. We got chip up, directional shot, fire rate up, the shockwave, and we didn't get the last one. That's really interesting. The original didn't do this. It basically just gave you a selection screen, I think. So this tells us that if we did everything, I think if we beat it faster, we would have gotten another power-up. Okay. Alright, that's good to know. Actually, we'll try the shockwave. Not only is it score-based, it's time-based. So trying to farm up power-ups at each of the sections in the first level aren't a good idea either. You want to get through as quickly as possible, while also taking out as many enemies as possible. Interesting. I wasn't sure if the developer was going to tweak anything with the arcade mode versus just doing a straight combination of stages, but I do like the inclusion of sort of the mission results. That means potentially we can see our progress, and if I end up doing multiple runs, we can try and improve things and try and maximize our results each time. I wonder if the upgrades that you get at the end of each level are set. And I also wonder if the max progression for the item upgrades is the same as the base Shadow of Naju game, where not everything was even able to get to level 3. I wouldn't mind seeing sort of updated version of that where we could potentially max our weapons out if we do really well in each stage. I guess we'll see. We do something like get Fireball level 3 or 4 by the end of it. That would definitely change the difficulty of the last few bosses. Alright. Green Marlboro. Alright, wasn't too bad. Score earned. Okay, max score. Life up, grenade. Damage taken. Okay, took too much damage. Time spent was maxed. We got life up, grenade, shield, two-way shot. Alright. Just be mindful of our damage too, not to hit too much. So it's score, damage taken, and speed. Surprised speedrunners haven't picked up this game. Or if they have, maybe I just haven't noticed and seen them. Doing competitive arcade runs could be fun. Gonna need a better secondary weapon though. Shockwave is okay, but it doesn't really do damage and doesn't pierce. Having a piercing weapon on those blue skulls would be handy. They tend to soak a lot of bullets. I don't remember which bosses were in which level. Alright, bug. Let's see. Forgot that I had the grenades. Ow. careful not to die. I'm pretty sure there's no continues in this mode. I say that as me let the buffs just sit on me. Definitely not going to get a good time on this one. Definitely not going to get a good damage rating either, assuming I don't die. Alright. I don't think it's going to refill my life. I guess we'll see. Okay, max score. Defense up. Yeah, didn't get a good grade for damage. War time. Alright, circular shot.